All right, we're here for another episode of Real Marketing Talk. I've got Lauren Sanders here, our Chief Content Officer at Intentionally. Lauren, welcome.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so I know we wanted to dig into some of the things we're seeing with AI now that AI has sort of taken over the marketing hemisphere. And like, you are in charge of content for Intentionally. You see so much come through the channel. What would your guidance be to firms when they think about using AI right now?
Yeah, that's a great question. It has sort of exploded, and we certainly find ways to use it here as well, to really help us work faster, be more efficient. And I think the danger or the caution that I would say to firms on both on the fintech and the financial advisor side is that in this industry, we've seen what I think Kelly calls the sea of sameness, right? Where everything sounds the same. Everyone's talking about saving time, being more efficient. On the financial advisor side, they're talking about, comprehensive planning or giving clients peace of mind. And I think adding AI to that mix of things that already look alike is just going to make things look more the same. So, this is not a new concept, but differentiation is, more important than it's ever been. And so my advice would be, if you're using AI to create your content, that's fine. Prompt AI with real specifics about your firm, about what clients have said in their words about you, and, how you help solve their problems. And certainly, this probably should go without saying, but take a look at the output, right? AI is going to generate the same sentence structure for everybody all the time. So to the extent that you can kind of go in there, make it sound like your own, that would be what I would do.
Yeah, I can tell, I don't know if you see this too, like when a client submits something, like let's say they're doing a webinar and they're probably asking AI, hey, write me 4 emails inviting people to sign up for my webinar. I think I can see those coming a mile away. I don't know about you.
Oh, absolutely. There's a couple very telltale signs. It's not about X, it's about, XYZ is one of them. And by combining, A, B, and C, you do this. And that's fine. I'm not here to be don't ever use AI.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that the point of marketing and what we do is to help set your brand and your firm apart. And that is doing the opposite when people are just kind of lulled by these exact same sort of turns of phrase.
Yeah, I think too, when you look at social posts is a good example. I think AI does a really nice job of bolding the right things and calling out the right items. But when you see sort of those emoticons come through, I mean, I get it because it's social media and it's good to have that breaking up visually, but also I can tell when AI has written your social post.
You just nailed it. That rocket emoji is just a dead giveaway. Yes. But to your point, AI does do some things really well, like pulling out the top points that you want to make, and sort of breaking things up in a way that's readable and understandable. And those are both really good things. I think the point then is to take that and infuse it with, your firm's brand and personality, which is the point of social media anyway.
Yeah. So I guess the short story is AI is great in the way that you use it, right? If you use your brain as well to review it, but also I guess social posts, webinar invites. I'm trying to think what else are those things that people do that you look at and you go, oh, that's AI, that's not them.
Yes, social posts for sure. I mean, I've seen it in website copy too.
Oh my gosh.
And I can see the draw of using AI to sort of dump everything about your tech or your brand into this place that's going to pull out what's most important and feed it back to you, in a way that's written marginally fine. But I think there are places that are just too important to rely solely on AI, and your website's one of them. That's, where everyone's going to go to learn about you. So you be there, not just the AI.
Yeah. And I do think less is more. Sometimes AI will produce a book when in fact, you can succinctly say it in one sentence. Go with the one sentence.
It's so funny that you say that. I will prompt AI and be please be concise and succinct. And it's no, girl, we don't know how to do that. And it's just like a block. And like, that's
Yeah.
one of the hardest things about writing, as you know, is to sort of distill, your most important points into a scannable sentence or two, which I think still remains a human skill. I don't think AI has gotten there yet.
I agree with you. I think the best writers are the ones who can take the jargon and all the things that you're trying to dump out onto the paper, which is great from an AI perspective. You put it in the machine. But then like that human can go, oh, well, all of these other things are sort of like duplicative or saying the same thing in a different way. But the brand, the essence of this brand is, this word and this word. So how do we bring that to life? And they can do it in one seamless sentence. And that's where I know, like from an intentionally standpoint, we shine. And that's what I see come out of your team. So I applaud you for that.
Thank you. That's incredibly nice of you. It is one of the most difficult parts. But I agree with you that like that's where I think you are still always going to need that human touch to be like, this is what we sound like. And these are the words we use, and we use them like in this style. And I know you can prompt AI to do that, but I just don't think it's to the point where it can, just do all of that for you. You need to add that human element.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, it's been great chatting with you.
Thanks. This was super fun.
Yeah. All right.